Hey everybody, Dr. Keith here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Today we're going to talk about kids and chiropractic. Now, before we even talk about that, we're going to have to define a few things because it doesn't make sense, kids and chiropractic, if we're thinking of chiropractic like most people think of it. And most people are going to think about it in the sense of back pain, neck pain, migraines, and certainly kids can have that. You can even be pretty young and have those type of symptoms occur. It does happen. It's certainly not as common as when you're an adult, but that's not why chiropractic and kids work so well together. They work well together because you want to start off your life perfect or close to perfect. You want to be functioning as well as you can your whole life. You don't want to wait till something is broken and then try to fix it. You want to maintain that your whole life. And that way, your body is going to function way better. Your life is going to be way better. You don't want to wait until your kid has some type of symptom going on. And this can be even early on in life. We do see kids that very early they'll have colicky symptoms. Oftentimes that can be from the interferences that we're looking for. But we still want to check them before that can even happen. So you want to check them. We always like checking kids right away. Sometimes they need an adjustment, sometimes they don't. It's going to be individual. We don't want, remember, if you've watched any of the last couple Google Hangouts we have, you should kind of hear me say over and over, we don't want to adjust you every single time we see you. We want you to be functioning optimally. So we don't have to, but we certainly have to check because that's the only way to know whether you're functioning optimally. So let's take a step back, and what are we really looking for? We're looking for interference in the nervous system, so we're looking for subluxation. This can happen at any age. It can happen when you're young, when you're old, and it most likely will happen at certain parts of your life from the way we live our lives currently. It can happen at birth because of the way that we do deliveries. Certainly they can be very stressful with a lot of the modern ways we do it with C-sections, with vacuum extraction and other things like that. Even just excess force on the baby's head, it can cause interference in that nervous system, specifically in one of the more important areas of the spine, is that's right at the upper cervical spine. And that's what we're always checking for to make sure, especially that area, is functioning optimally. So that's one of the main reasons we want to check kids right away. I mean, if you have kids, you know that they're always falling down. They're always, when they're learning to walk, when they're doing all kinds of things. So there's all kinds of things that can cause them to have this interference. Like I said, the birth process, they can fall. They can have stressful lives. Kids' diets nowadays are horrible, and so that's another one of the things that's going to cause stress on the nervous system, is not supplying with what it needs. So it's not just for old people who have achy backs. And we want to prevent achy backs because we want to prevent you from degenerating. We want you to be functioning optimally as long as you can. So we want to check kids. A lot of kids do come in with a lot of symptoms, and a lot of times they have a lot of relief. So simple things like I mentioned before is colic. Different disorders like ADD, ADHD, those types of things. A lot of times there's interference, and when there's interference, there's not going to be as much expression neurologically, and so there's not going to be as much balance kind of going on. And so it's something we're checking, making sure kids are improving with ear infections. We do get kids that do have back pain and neck pain. It does happen, but we want to make sure that no matter what, you're always functioning optimally. That's why when you come to the office, and why as you watch all these different videos we do, you're going to hear all kinds of different things that we talk about, different conditions that people present with and such. And sometimes people don't present with any kind of conditions at all. But we're always checking for the same thing, and the reason that we're not specifically going after any of these specific diseases or symptoms, we're just checking to make sure that the nervous system is functioning optimally. And when we do that, it's just one of those things that your body requires. Remember in previous episodes, we talked about there are certain things that are required for a human being to function optimally. And an optimal spine and nervous system is one of those. Your brain and your body cannot communicate properly and optimally if there's interference going on. So it's just another one of those things that are required for human function. That's the reason why kids in chiropractic work so well, is it just optimizes human function. So this is a short one. I just wanted to kind of get a good broad understanding of why you should bring your kids in, or should mention to other people if you're already bringing your kids in, that this is a really simple way of understanding why kids need chiropractic. Just like you're going to start taking your kids to the dentist to get their teeth checked, not just to go there and get them pulled. You're going to get them checked, and hopefully they're going to have healthy teeth. Hopefully you bring your kid in, and they're already healthy. They're not already messed up. But the only way to know is to check. So I'm Dr. Keith. Have an amazing day.